welcome back to my channel. I'm Jazz. This is Jazz with a Z. Today I wanted to come out with a video for you explaining some differences in terms that I feel like have been used a lot lately, which is really great. Those terms are vegan versus plant-based, and then you might even have heard of whole foods. So what are the differences? Are they the same? Are they different? Tomato, doesn't matter. I will get into all of that, so please stay tuned to listen to that a little bit in this video. We'll get right into it. Before we do that though, I wanted to come on here and give an update on my leg. So today was a really good day for me. I was able to go from 2 crutches to just 1 this morning, and I walked Josie, and it was so exciting. I have not used both of my feet in almost 3 months. It would be well, a little over 2 months, coming up to 3 months, but wait, June, yeah, 3 months. Oh my gosh. Well, anyways, it's been a very long time, so I was so excited to walk her. She was excited. She is not the most trained dog, so she was pulling a little bit, and I was like, slow down, like I'm gonna have to let you go because I can't walk fast, but I can walk. My foot is swollen right now since we did that walking. I did not go far. I went up to the stop sign at my parents' house and a little bit over. It took me a good 20 minutes, but you know, you do what you can. It's the small steps that count. It's exciting to see me progress to where I was, from breaking it, going through the surgery, and then last Monday finding out that I can start walking on it and how painful that part was. And now I'm down to 1 crutch. I'll probably, you know, keep transitioning from the 2 to the 1, but trying to really focus on using that 1 crutch. And then on Tuesday I have my first appointment for physical therapy. It's like a consultation appointment, so we'll find out what exercises and stretches I need to do, because the whole leg is like very tight. Yesterday morning I woke up and I did some stretching, and it's very tight. So you know, I know there's, you know, a lot of rehabilitation that goes into my legs. So I'm just really excited, and I want to share that with you. But without further ado, let's get into this video. So vegan versus plant-based versus whole foods, what it means, what do you want to do, or what have you heard? Between vegan versus plant-based versus whole foods. Some things that these terms have in common is that animals are off the plate. These lifestyles do not consume animal products. Now, to start off with vegan versus plant-based, with veganism is a lifestyle. It is more than just diet. So if you are a vegan, or if someone says, oh, I'm vegan, what that really means is not only do I not eat animals, I do not wear them, I do not participate in the exploitation of animals. And that's kind of pretty much the base when it comes to being a vegan or being veganism. So it can go into different levels depending on that person, because really veganism comes from a moral and ethical standpoint. Your morals and actions are aligning. A lot of people I know, like, they love animals. They say I love animals, but they also eat them. So with being vegan, you say, okay, I love animals. I don't like to abuse animals. I'm not for that. If I wouldn't allow it with a dog or a cat, I'm not going to allow it with a pig or a cow or a chicken. So that can go into different levels. So somebody might, they might be okay with going to a zoo, but they'll say they're vegan, which is fine. Like, I cannot judge somebody else's by their morals. I know for me personally what being a vegan means, and I can only hold myself accountable. Now, I can educate someone if they ask why, like, why don't you go to the zoo, or why don't you do this or that. I am more than happy to explain my reasoning on what that means for me. It can also go into like products that you use, whether or not it's tested on animals. It can go into vaccinations. It can go into things you buy, like leather goods. Like, it can go into a lot of different things. That's why for each person that's a vegan, like, you have that baseline, but then you can also define it for who you are as a person, and what your conscience and your morals and ethics allow you to do. So that's veganism. And then plant-based is strictly what you eat. It is a diet. That's why it's referred to as a plant-based diet. It is what you eat and consume, because it is a healthy lifestyle. Eating plants, the evidence is there. I don't really need to go in it. It's tons of evidence and studies available showing the benefits of a health-based, plant-based diet versus a one heavy in meats. On the flip side of this, just because you're a vegan does not mean that you are plant-based, because there are now a ton of products available that are not necessarily healthy just because it's labeled vegan. It might be the healthier alternative than to be eating like something with meat or dairy or eggs in it, but it is not necessarily healthy. So you can be vegan and live off of like vegan junk food. They have everything. And burgers, pizza, quesadillas, cheese, tacos, you name it. You can be a vegan and live on that. Like, in the freezer section, there's like a ton more vegan products now. Little, she would always have like Morning Stars. So it was like Morning Stars, or now you have Beyond Meat, Impossible, corn. There's so many different brands out there that are catering to these people's lifestyle, which is amazing. If I can get someone to transition from being a meat eater to becoming vegan, then yes, I would recommend those products, because you're trying to fill this void. Like, you're used to having macaroni and cheese. You still want macaroni and cheese, so let's do a vegan alternative. That is awesome. But then being plant-based is eating those plants, and like plant-based, vegetable-based fruits and vegetables. And there are some products that are processed that, cater to plant-based, because like the main ingredient or the base of it is made out of plants. For example, like tofu, or some of these burgers, because they're made out of soy or pea protein. So they are technically plant-based. So then plant-based versus whole foods plant-based is whole foods, or eating foods in their whole state. So it's taking out the processed food part of it that a plant-based diet can have. So like I said, with the tofu and some of these burgers that are plant-based, they're not whole foods. So if you're eating the whole foods, you're cooking and eating the vegetables in their whole state. So you're having a sweet potato as a sweet potato. You're having green beans as green beans, your rice, your greens, your beans. That's the whole foods part of it. So it's a whole foods plant-based diet. That part. So for myself personally, I am a whole foods plant-based vegan. I'm all of the above. So my diet now consists of just eating whole plant-based food. So I do not consume like processed foods or oils or anything like that. Which, if you would like to know more about my diet and my journey, please leave a comment and I will be more than happy to go into that. I do plan on doing some cooking tutorials, or you know, just some tips on transitioning from meat eater to vegan, because that's what I did. Well, my journey has been you know, a transition, which I always recommend to people. But I do know people who have went from meat to whole foods plant-based, which can be difficult, and I did not go through that journey. But if you can do it, it's a process. You have to work through it. But I always recommend, when I talk to people about my lifestyle being a vegan, I always say, you know, if you follow me on Instagram at JazzTaz94, I recommend a plant-based diet. Just because when people think of that, vegan, like, I don't want to say go vegan and they not understand what that means. To me, that's a disservice to someone, because they would think that vegan is just what you eat, but it's more of what you think in your lifestyle and how you act towards, you know, other creatures that we share this earth with. So that's why I always say, you know, oh, you should try plant-based diet. And then from there, they can do research and find, you know, what really goes into what these animals have to endure, and you know what it really means to be wearing another creature's skin or buying another creature's skin. Like, it goes deeper than that. There are stars who are both, and I know right now, because of the news of the Amazon, parts of the Amazon rainforest being on fire, like, there are stars that are reaching out and saying, hey, listen, a lot of the fires, like most of the fires, have contributed to cattle, raising cattle. They're setting the land on fire so they can make room for more cattle so that you can eat. So they're saying, go vegan, go plant-based. And I just don't want people to get confused and think that maybe they're the same thing. Like, just say I'm vegan. I mean, not that it's wrong, but I wouldn't, like, I would ask, oh, like, are you vegan or are you plant-based? But there's some vegans out here that would get on your case if you say you vegan and, you know, they see you carrying this mad leather bag or, you know, doing anything else. Hi, baby. Justy's here. But yeah, so those are the differences between the two, the three terms that we've been hearing a lot lately. If you are interested in going vegan or interested in a plant-based diet, let me know and I'll be more than happy to help. I love talking about this subject. That's why I had to make notes, and I think I did a pretty good job at keeping to my notes. And I also, sorry if I'm like glancing over a lot, it's because I'm filming on my camera for the first time and the screen is over here, so, but I'm trying to look in the camera. So anyways, thanks guys for watching. Thumbs up this video if you are vegan. Please let me know. I want to connect with you guys. If you're plant-based, let me know. Let's talk about it. Let's be nice. Let's be kind. This is a kind space here. No room for mean comments or, you know, saying, like, I know sometimes meat eaters will say, I love bacon. So, like, don't do any of that. Please just be kind, be nice, be loved, and I will see you in the next video. Oh, subscribe. Go ahead, click that button. It's like right over here or over here. Subscribe to my channel, please. Please and thank you.